Hi, I'm Andre from the John Morris Group, and today we're here to look at the handheld Raman spectrometer, the TacticID from B&W Tek. So what is Raman spectrometry? Essentially what we're talking about here is a specific wavelength and a detector which shoots a laser light at a known nanometer wavelength, and when it bounces off a substance like a tablet or an explosive, it can tell you exactly what's inside of it. So what's so special about the TacticID? Well, the main advantage of this particular unit is the unique wavelength that it shines at, and that is 1064 nanometers. Now, 1064 nanometers is really important because if you're looking at a whole range of different substances, you get an interference that is a glowing back or a fluorescence from the actual things that the substance might be cut with. And if you're wondering what fluorescence is all about, I've got a practical example for you. I have this handy ultraviolet or blue light. And what's going to happen is when I turn this light on, you're going to see the white is going to glow back in return. And in this case, it's glowing back a nice blue. So if the detector was looking at this, it may no longer see this as a white, it might see it as a glowing blue. And to a detector, that may now overpower the signal of the white that's underneath it. One of the nice things about the B&W Tek solution is it comes with a range of different adapters. So if I grab these for a moment, I'll give you a look. Here we have an adapter that enables you to shoot straight through a range of different clear glass or clear plastics, and you can have multiple layers. For instance, in this metformin here, we actually have a clear plastic bag, and we also have a plastic container around the tablet. And we can shoot straight through both of these without breaching either of these containers to get a nice reading. We also have a right angle adapter, and what that enables us to do is if we've got a powder or we've got leaves or some other unknown substance, perhaps even explosive residue on the ground, we can attach this to the top and just simply slip it straight over and take a measurement in situ. We can also use the glass vial adapter and just throw your glass vials straight in, clear glass vials, put the lid on to make sure we don't get any stray light. But one of the nice things about this particular unit is you can actually adjust the intensity of the laser. So you can see here we can go from 100 to 90 to 60 to 20. And 20 is really good if you've got a dark colored material or a black material. But let's leave this at 100%, and now we're going to take a measurement. So we're going to take a measurement now of what we know to be metformin. Now remember, we're shooting through a plastic bag and also another piece of plastic which has got the tablet inside of it. So here we go. Let's take a reading. We're acquiring a signature. So you can see here that we've come back with a match on metformin. And you can see we've got the GHS information here. Causes skin irritation, harmful if swallowed. And we've also got hazard information as well. Flammability, health, instability. Another handy feature with this particular device for law enforcement is that there's a camera built right into the system. And if we click this button here, we can come in and take a picture of the sample, and that's ideal for law enforcement. Another emerging application of a device like this is to look for product adulteration or counterfeit products. For instance, there are currently studies being done that suggest that a lot of the honey that we eat may not be pure honey after all. It may have had sugar or other syrups added to it. The same is true for a lot of wines. There's a lot of counterfeit wines on the market. And so with a device like this, you can get a specific fingerprint of the original, and you can compare that to the sample that you're looking at to know whether or not it's the genuine article or a fake. You can also export information and data via Bluetooth or via Wi-Fi or even via USB. And the USB plugs in at the bottom here, and that enables you to generate beautiful reports like this one right here. And you can see on this report, not only do you have the spectral data and the determination of exactly what the substance is, but on the back you can also include the images for later verification and reference. Let's put a different head on this and see how it goes. So here's the glass vial measurement attachment. So I'm just going to push this on until it clicks into place. We're going to put a vial straight in, and we're going to put the stray light cap right on. Let's take a measurement. So ramen is non-destructive in testing. And what do I mean by that? Well, when I put this honey in here and I measure it, the honey that comes out actually is the same as the honey that's gone in. It hasn't been destroyed, and it's still absolutely pristine in terms of its availability for us to test it later in a laboratory or to use it as evidence in a case or for some other purpose. So in recap, that's the TacticID from B&W Tek. It comes with a library of over 10,000 different compounds, and it enables you to have your own customized libraries as you go. It does non-destructive testing and analysis. It enables you to do various mixtures in one sample, so you can have sugar and flour and a range of other things. It's got a nice onboard camera, a suite of different connectivity options, whether that's Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. You've got safety information on the screen, so you know exactly what you're dealing with and what you should and shouldn't do with the samples that you've got in front of you. And it's got a touch screen, plus the buttons in case you're in full hazmat uniform. A really beautiful instrument for measuring ramen spectrometry without the interference of fluorescence. If you've got any questions about this device or any other B&W Tek device, just ask us a question down below and our specialist will get right back to you. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.